What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? This is Twin Flames Unite. We are back at it again. Please forgive our tardiness. Lee should be here in just a second. How's everybody doing? And let me know if y'all can hear me, because we want to make sure that because we actually got these new little mic things. What's going on? What's going on? We're gonna wait for just a second. Well, let me get you mic'd up.
See, Chris always doing this to me. This is what he does.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Oh wow, we got a lot of.
We haven't been here in a while, guys. Apologize. Please forgive us. I was trying to get myself looking nice, but Chris. See, he already looked nice.
Well, we got people commenting already. So, y'all, we apologize for the tardiness.
Forgive us.
Yeah, definitely. We're tardy for the party, so we. Woo! Okay. Once again.
What a week, boy.
We are Twin Flames Unite. We are back at it again, and if y'all don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha. What up?
All right. And today, y'all, well, tonight, rather, the topic that we're going to be touching on is one that I've seen pop up quite frequently in comments. What's up, T? In the comments about false twins, false prophets.
Yes.
So many of these false things that are popping up. And so we wanted to touch on it to make sure that you all are aware of what's going on.
Yes.
So that you can be a little bit wiser in your decision and where you go to get information from. Mm-hmm. Because not all information is good information.
Right. You got to know how to use your discernment to know what resonates with you and what to keep and what to throw away.
Yep. So we're going to jump into it. What's going on, everybody? And I know we got quite a few people on here. So just real quick, if we can get everybody to just shout out where y'all are watching us from. If you're from
some shout outs.
If you're from the United States, if you're in Alabama, which is our hometown, definitely.
New York.
Or if you're in New York, or if you're watching us from South Africa,
wherever
from
you at,
Germany, just let us know where y'all watching from.
And big up to everybody in the house.
Oh, we got Dallas, Texas. Oh, who else we got in the house?
Who else we got? I know we got Colorado from Teresa. What up?
Oh yeah.
Colorado Springs.
There we go. Who else? We got anybody out in California?
Ooh, Miami. Michigan. Oh, is that Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. My bad.
Yeah, we kind of want to be in Miami right now.
Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton. Okay. What's up? Welcome.
Yep. All right. So we're not going to take too much of y'all time. We're going to get right into it.
Ooh,
South Carolina.
Carolinas.
Yes. We've been out there a couple of times.
Yeah, we've been out there a few times. North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah, we'll be back out that way around summertime, but we won't be there too long. We'll probably be there for like a day or two. So
maybe 2 days. Oh, New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Hey, we don't want Trump building a wall.
Maybe that's New Mexico.
I know, but I think about Mexico. I'm like, we don't need no wall.
Great place to live. Yeah, South Carolina is really nice.
Yes. Okay, so tonight we're gonna jump into a few things when it comes into the false twin or false prophets and teachers of that nature. Because there's so many people out there that are trying to fool people into thinking that there's something when they're not. And I'm pretty sure y'all know a couple of poses out there. Some people who say that they're friends and they're not really friends. People that say they got your back, they don't have your back.
They really don't.
You know. But in this particular video, we're going to talk more about the false twin flame and false prophets or false preachers. Now, just to give a disclaimer, because we don't claim ourselves to be prophets or anything of that nature.
Right.
We always encourage for y'all to go through and do your own research. Do
Yes.
not take our word as final as Bible. as people say.
Amsterdam. What's up, Amsterdam?
Amsterdam. Wow.
What it
Now
do?
that is shocking. I didn't think we are gonna have people all the way up that far. But
That's beautiful. Welcome, welcome to our family.
Yeah, what time is it over there in Amsterdam, by the way? Well, I think it's almost it's 7 here. So it's what, almost midnight, if I'm right?
I'm not gonna try to guess because I'm
Okay.
not that smart.
But okay. So first we're gonna touch on the false twin flames because that's what we're here
Right,
for.
and then and 2:15. Okay,
Oh, okay, I
all
went
right,
too
you
far.
didn't do too bad.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Look at my baby.
Okay. So when it comes to these false twin flames, that's what we're going to touch on first, and then we're
Right.
going to touch on these false prophets or false teachers.
Right.
Okay.
And it's and don't get too caught up with the word false
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
know sometimes people can be really technical when it comes to the word false. Don't try not to feed in too much to the word the whole terminology false.
Right.
We just trying to explain it the best that we can and in a mundane way as best as we can.
Right.
So
Right.
so stick with us.
Yeah. So stick with it. It's a little bit of a ride. We're not going to take too long on this one.
Yeah.
And by the end, if y'all have any questions, because we've seen all the comments
Right.
that's coming through.
We got to go back through and look.
Yeah, and not even those comments. I mean, comments on previous videos. So I know y'all got some questions, but we're gonna touch on those first, and then we're gonna go into a little Q&A, and then we'll
Yeah.
cut it out and we'll piece out this thing.
Right.
But well, let's get right into it. And right now, this is really off the dome, so please forgive me if I'm jumping around. I'm just going where my intuition is leading me, which is the first thing that I want to touch on whenever it comes to anything that you're not certain on.
Right.
Like if there's somebody you have that you're not sure that they're your true twin flame, you have to trust that intuition.
Trust
so
it.
that's what I'm going through as far as
Right. And I want to say this because someone left a comment in one of our previous videos that we did in reference to, the false twin and the true twin. And, went into quite a bit of a detail and to letting us know their experience of what they think a false twin or a true twin is. And what we're sharing, and I want for everyone to understand, this is our experience.
yes.
This is what we have encountered on our journey. So we have decided to just maybe document what we've shared in hopes that it would help someone else. Now, not everyone might resonate with our experience, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
But many will,
Yeah.
and that's also fine. But we just want everyone to know that this is our experience from our journey. And just want everybody to keep that in mind. So everyone's journey is unique and you will have your own experience. But our hope is that from our experience, we share so that maybe it might help someone else.
Right.
So that's our whole goal in doing this.
Yep.
Not to try to convince anyone of anything, because again, like Chris said, we want everyone to do their own research. But hopefully something that we've been through might spark something in you.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And just to touch real quick on that last comment, as far as age is really not a factor. It's more of, are y'all spiritually equal?
Right.
And going into the false twin flame that most people talk about so often, when you look at the false twin flame, it's really not just, you know what? It's really not a false twin flame. It's just that you haven't come in contact with your true twin flame, because when you come in contact with your true twin flame, there are going to be some things that are just going to be harmonious. They're just going to work out. And it's not too much of a fight. It's like
Right.
when Leisha and I first got together and we were going through therapy. So I was like, there was this one time I threw our therapist completely off. And she asked me, how do I feel about Leisha? And I told her that she feels like home to me.
And she was through
You
all
know.
the way off. Like she was shook. She never heard that before.
Right. And so when you come in contact with your true twin flame, you have to
Right.
remember that the feelings are going to transcend anything sexual. Because for a lot of people that's coming in talking about they have this sexual attraction to a person, they just can't get them out of their mind. That's more of, and I'm just going to be blunt here. Once again, if this resonates with you, I hope it does.
Right.
But in most cases, if you're having those type of feeling, there's more of a lustful type feel.
Teresa said it before we did. Teresa is on it.
Yeah, it's more of a lustful type feel, or it's just that. Wow, what's the word?
Go on and say it, baby. It's just that sometimes some people are spiritually inclined than others, right? So stick with me. Sometimes there are people who've been on the spiritual path longer than others, and they know how to manipulate energy. They know how to do a lot of manipulation.
Yes.
Okay, so you might find someone who is maybe further along on the spiritual path than you are, and they just know how to manipulate.
Yeah.
So it can make you feel like that's your twin flame, but it's just that they're just a really good manipulator. So you really just have to kind of, and that's where knowing yourself comes in handy.
Right.
And using your discernment and following your intuition to be able to tell these things apart. And that's a beautiful thing about the twin flame journey. It teaches you about yourself.
Yes.
It really makes you question yourself, question everything around you. It makes you dive in deep within yourself, within your core, places that you've neglected, places that you haven't even went to since you were a child.
Yeah.
And it allows you to go deep within. And once you go deep within and you start knowing yourself, then these things will become a little bit easier. Your discernment will start to grow. And then you'll be able to depict these things, and therefore you won't be tricked as easily.
Yeah.
So you want to pay attention to that.
Yeah, because you have to keep in mind that there are people out there that are preying on your innocence.
Yes.
And they know that the Achilles heel for most people is the heart.
The heart chakra.
Okay. And they know that if they can weasel their way into your life and gain some type of trust, then they know that they can run with it. But they're going to use that power that they have, not for good, but for evil.
Right.
Because there's one person who left a comment a couple of days ago about how she met her twin flame that's her therapist. And the thing that really sent off a red flag to me was that it was an in-home visit. It wasn't something that was in a professional setting.
Right.
And we've come across people who know how to do talk hypnosis,
Right.
which is where they will say certain things to try to get you to spark a memory. They'll tap you to kind of reset you to get you in through deeper. Like they'll touch you like, how do you feel about that? You know,
and everything it's specific and it's strategic, it's strategy. And if you're not aware of what the other person is doing, then they're really programming your subconscious mind. And again, remember, guys, your subconscious is the one that controls pretty much the conscious, because 95% of our action it comes from the subconscious mind.
Right.
So if you can program somebody's subconscious mind, you can pretty much get them to do whatever you want them to do.
Right. You start having dreams about them.
Yeah.
You start having all these sexual urges, and you're like, where is this coming from?
Right.
And you know, it's one of the people who we actually shout out before in one of our videos, Ryan Cooper. He actually talked about how people use this talk hypnosis to try to get people get into people's dreams, like to make somebody dream about you,
to make them dream about you. And it's like certain words that they say, and then once they do that, then they can just, now they got you where they want you. So now all they have to do is just mention keywords. And those keywords are going to send off trigger words. And
here's the killer thing, because one thing that they'll do, and y'all can raise your hands, send a message or anything. One of the things that they'll do is that they know when you're about to go to sleep. And they'll send you a message or a text just to ping you right before you go to sleep, so that they will be on your mind. And you'll end up dreaming about it, and you have all these feelings, and you don't know which way is which.
You don't know where it's coming from.
And you know, and this is part of the reason why, and I know it's hard, because so many of y'all heard about the whole sex thing when it comes to twin flames and how amazing it is. And yes, it is. But if you start getting into it before you're actually ready for it, it can really mix up your whole intuition.
And your perspective on things and your discernment. It really could play with that. So I think like the intention behind what we're doing is very, very important.
Yes.
Always pay attention to vibes, because vibes will never lie to you.
No.
Vibes will never ever lie to you. Get in tune with yourself to the point that when you're listening to someone, you're no longer listening to the words, you're listening to the vibrations
Right.
behind the words. Because the vibrations behind the words always holds the true intention.
Yes.
And that's what you want to pay attention to, is the intention. Because somebody can be giving you information, let's say maybe one of those people that know stuff. I'm just going to say people that know stuff, right? Teacher,
Yes.
whatever you want to call it. They might be giving you information, and it might be good information. It might be useful
Right.
information that you can use. But that's up to you to put on that discernment cap to know what you need to keep and what you need to throw away,
Yeah.
so that you're not really hindered by the intention, right?
Right.
Because they might be giving you information. Oh, he's so smart, got so much information, but they have a hidden agenda. So you have to be able to see the hidden agenda,
Right.
right? And if you need that information, good, you get your information, but you want to pay attention to the agendas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's so much easier to pay attention to the
The
intentions
information,
and
right?
the information behind everything when you don't have that sexual part in the mix of it.
Right.
Because sometimes you have to sit back and just watch people and see how they really act. And this one of the reasons why I wanted to really bring this up, because in 2019, we've mentioned this before, that a lot of twin flames are going to start coming into union.
Yes.
Because once again, y'all have been doing the work, and it's just going to happen. Okay, it's not going to be something for everybody, but there are going to be a lot that come into union, because there's going to be a lot of consciousness that's going to be raised. The feminine energy is taking over. Sorry, fellas, but the divine feminine is taking over in 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, the people who are on the other side of the coin, that don't want you to ascend, who don't want you to wake up, who don't want you to come into union, they're setting up snares and traps all over the place,
Right.
on social media, on just social events that you go to and things of that nature. They're setting up these traps to catch these people of light, to try to throw them off of their path,
To deter them.
okay? So, and it actually goes into the second part of what I wanted to bring to everybody's awareness, are these false teachers and false prophets.
Yeah.
There's so many people out there that's talking about they can give you the answers to what you need for your relationship, for your spiritual growth. But let's take a 3D look at this, okay? If you wanted to become a millionaire, right?
Say it, baby.
Would you go to the homeless guy on the corner and ask him, "Hey, how can I make $1 million?"
Right. And it's just a 3D level of thinking.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
saying
just-
that the homeless guy
yeah.
doesn't have anything to teach you.
Yeah.
Because I've learned a lot from people
Oh,
who are
yes.
homeless. But,
Yes,
but this is, we just like trying to make a point here.
Yeah. So when it comes to twin flames, okay. Now, please forget, because I know that there are some YouTubers out there that give some awesome information.
They do.
Again, they give some awesome information. But if you want to be in a relationship,
Right.
why would you go to somebody who is not in a relationship to find out how to be in a relationship?
Right. It just makes sense. And
Right.
again, not downing anyone
No.
who's giving advice who's not in a relationship, because
Yeah.
you might have something that you can learn from them. But the point is, if you're trying to get to, let's say, college, right? You're trying to prep for college. This is in a 3D thinking now.
Right.
It would make more sense to go to like somebody who's in college, and not someone who, let's say, is in the 9th or 8th grade to get information from them, right?
Right.
So that's pretty much what we're trying to say. If you're trying to be someplace, or you're trying to go someplace, or you're trying to excel in a certain direction, it might be wise to seek information from someone who has already been in that path, or who is along that path.
Right.
And so that's pretty much what we're trying to say. And all of this information is from our experience
Right.
and what we've done that helped us progress in our journey. So we just want to share this
Right.
with everyone, hoping that maybe this is something that you can learn from. Because sometimes, we're busy, we carry along the day, but
Yeah.
we're not really paying attention.
Yep.
But it just takes that one spark to be like, you know what? That's so true. And that could be that spark that changes something for someone.
Right.
You never know.
Yep. Now there's one thing I wanted to point out, and y'all are so awesome because I see these in the comments so much where y'all say that we're glowing, that y'all love our energy and things of that nature. And that's mostly because we put in a lot of work. We did a lot of shadow work.
Oh, man.
We did a lot of integration. Now, when you're on a spiritual path, let's just say you're not interested in the whole twin flame journey.
Right.
Because a lot of people, when they get on it, they like, forget this. I'm done. I'm just going to work on me.
Work on me, and that's it.
I'm just going to do me.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually commendable, and it's beautiful.
But then you go out and you look for some type of assistance. Now, there are people out there that are talking about being spiritually awake, or quote unquote being woke.
Woke, right?
Right? But you have to look at their demeanor. If they're on a video and they're talking like the dry eye guy, like, okay, guys, if you want to grow spiritually, you want to get into meditation.
Not.
If you I'm just being silly.
Forgive Chris.
Because if somebody is a spiritual master, a spiritual guru,
right,
then they're gonna be vibrating high.
Right.
Like you're gonna see the glow in their face. You're gonna feel the energy coming through.
You feel it.
Like with Ralph Smart, for example.
Oh man.
Like there's no denying that he is spiritually awake.
He really is.
And he is on high vibrations.
Always. And I have the feeling like I don't know this. It's just I have the feeling that he probably wouldn't even do a video.
Oh, he couldn't do it live, right?
If he was not in that spirit,
right?
Because he understands that it's important when you speak into the mass, you speak it to someone, you want to be able to send off a certain type of energy and a certain type of vibration to do something for their day, to lift their day. So when we come on our live, we make sure that we pumped up, we make sure we are saged up, we just make sure we crystalled up. So that we can give the best.
Yeah. And somebody just mentioned it, and love all around. That is awesome.
Beautiful. Wonderful name.
Yeah, wonderful name. Now, you say that you don't get it why so many people are coming at you. When you just awakening, your Kundalini is going.
Yeah.
Now, what's going on is that something that we've told before. When it comes to the twin not woke, if y'all remember that video, we tell y'all to not go out there and just give them information because it's gonna scare them and you're gonna go through the whole run and chaser phase again.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we mentioned is that you have to be the lighthouse.
Right.
Now, when you're the lighthouse, everything that's in the dark can see you.
Yes.
And if they want to try to get to shore, they're going to go to you.
Because they need to see.
Right. And so...
Oh, sorry. I got to say what up to Marshawn. What up, Marshawn?
Marshawn, what's up? Okay.
Sorry.
But when you're the lighthouse, you have to keep in mind that not only are you going to attract light to you, but you're going to attract dark to you. It's polarity.
Polarity and everything, guys. 7
Hermetic principles. Definitely look into it. Once again, that's a huge research thing that you need to get into because you need to understand why things are happening and you're not even trying to make it happen. There's just certain laws that are just concrete that are not going to change.
It's not going to change. Again, like gravity, you throw something up while you're on planet Earth, it's going to come right back down here because that's one of the laws here, unspoken laws here on planet Earth.
Right. So when you're vibrating high, of course, there are people who are not going to want you vibrating high.
Lots of people.
And going back to one of our videos about protecting yourself from negative energy, get you some crystals.
Get you some crystals. Look at our video. We did one protecting your energy.
Right.
Look at it. We gave a lot of good insights on how to protect yourself from negativity, how to ground yourself, how to protect your aura, your house, and everything like that.
Yes.
It's definitely necessary.
Because it is not a joke.
It's not.
There are handlers out there who try to come for you.
Man.
Many times we're actually watching a video from Flowburn. Shout out to everybody in the Cypher crew if y'all are on here. Where she talked about how she went out into the Matrix and all these types of handlers just came for her.
Full blast.
So people are going to come and try to attack those who are of higher vibrations, who are shining their light. Now, just because somebody's coming at you, definitely do not dim your light for anybody.
Do not. You keep that light shining.
You protect it.
You shine bright like a diamond.
You protect it.
Protect it, and you keep shining. Do not dim your light for anyone. You shine that light.
Right.
Somebody's gonna need to see.
Yep. And that's the whole thing. And you know, I thought it was crazy back in the day when they said that I don't know exactly how to say it, but one person can change the world. Because when you think about it, on a golden, wow, I'm losing track of words. Okay, I'm gonna make it simple. Okay,
you're not into 3D.
Man, I've been vibing high all so.
Yes.
Okay, so say for example, like Leisha and I, like we're together and we're out here sharing information, sharing light and energy to you all on the other side of the screen.
Right.
And so many people have received positive energy from us.
Right.
And so, I mean, we have videos that have gotten over 2,000 views, which is not a lot. It's not a lot, but
baby stuff.
But when you think about it, over 2,000 people have seen our videos, right? Those 2,000 people are connected to at least 3 other people.
True.
And those people are connected to more people. True. And so that positive vibe ripples out into the universe.
That is so true.
So just by changing yourself, just by working on yourself, being of high vibration, you can really help change the world.
Exactly, because you know at least 10 or 15 people. And if you work on yourself, you will be surrounded by 10, 15 people maybe on a daily basis. And you impact those people. Some of them might not even say it, right? They might not say, you know what, such and such made me feel good today. They might be hating on you. You don't know, but you still have to be that person who you are, because you never know who you're affecting.
Right.
And then that person you're affecting, they have 3 other people, 5, 10 other people in their lives.
Right.
So throughout your lifespan, you can impact hundreds and thousands of people.
Yeah. So I mean that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Because when it comes to false twins, when it comes to false prophets, they're really just people who are attacking those who are enlightened, that they don't want you to be enlightened.
Yes.
So it's not so much that there's a false twin out there. They're just other sides of the coin who don't want you to be enlightened.
Exactly.
Okay? So yeah, the whole false terminology really should be done away with, in my opinion, because it's deeper than a label.
It's much, much deeper than a label. And we always say, like, this is the perfect way to explain it. And this is the only way I know how to explain it, like, at least in a simple way. The movie, I'm gonna say it wrong. Help me with the Oprah Winfrey. I say the wrong word.
The Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Wrinkle.
Oh.
Don't laugh at me.
A Wrinkle in Time.
I be saying Winkle. I say the Winkle. Yeah. So the Wrinkle, right? I said it right. The Wrinkle in Time. That's just somebody laugh. Yeah, don't laugh at me. That's the perfect way to explain the thing that's spreading. Right. It's the right? So it's this darkness, it's the envy, the jealousy, the greed, the lower vibrational thing, whatever it is. it just attaches to people. So it's not even so much always a person. It's just the entity that's out there, and it attaches to you through your lower nature, things that you haven't really dealt with, things that you haven't embraced. You haven't been able to integrate your lower and your high aspects of yourself. So it's easy for it to attach to things like that, like your triggers that you haven't really dealt with. Like maybe you had a job, somebody get a promotion, and instead of having that empathy within your heart space to feel for them, right? Like really feel, because I have this ability that I can feel for someone, and it's a beautiful thing. Like if something good happens to someone, it's almost like if I could put myself in their shoe, and it feels great. And so you get to actually feel their excitement, and it's beautiful. But if you kind of you block yourself from feeling. Like if your heart chakra is kind of blocked, you won't be able to feel for the other person the same way they feel for themselves. And therefore, it kind of makes you feel maybe I want to jealous or whatever. That's how people, get attachments with those lower entities. So it's really about heart chakra work, opening up that heart chakra and being able to feel what somebody else is feeling so you can feel happy for them.
Right.
I mean, it's a flip coin too, polarity again. If somebody's feeling sad, if you open up like that, then you can actually feel it's like that's compassion. You can feel it for them.
Yes.
But which is good though, because then you can maybe try to help them feel better. Awesome. And if you can't help them feel better, you just be there with them, because sometimes people just want you to be there with them.
Yes.
Empathy, yeah. So empathy is really, really a gateway into like compassion and stuff like that.
Right.
On a deeper level, and that's another way to raise your vibrations.
Yeah. And somebody mentioned they love being a twin flame.
No.
And of course we definitely enjoy it.
Yep. I don't even know any other way to live right now.
but one of the things that's really so awesome about this whole journey is that once you get to a certain point, the whole journey actually transcends the twin flame aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's more of getting to a Christ consciousness where there's a unconditional love for everyone and everything.
Yeah.
Because it was so funny, and I'm letting my feminine side show from right here, right
it's
now.
It's okay. I love it. I love everything.
We were driving down the road, and there was this truck that was in front of us, right? And on the back of the truck, you know how they have that little hitch thing? The guy had a teddy bear hooked to the back of it.
Man, I almost fell out.
And I was like, I was driving and I was like, man, that is so messed up of him to do that thing to that teddy bear. And Alicia was like, what are you talking about? Like he dragging that teddy bear behind the truck. Like
Chris,
it's like,
it's a teddy bear. He don't got no feeling.
I was like, yes, that teddy bear does. Because I'm also that teddy bear.
And I nearly fell out. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, man. It's crazy.
Man, I'm like, for real, because you get to a point that you realize that you're not just yourself. You're your partner. You're every inanimate part, because you have to remember everything came from source.
Yes.
Everything came from source.
Ideas. So everything. My baby was heartfelt for that teddy bear, boy. I was like,
I was upset about that.
He really was, man. He caught an attitude.
Like I wanted to go and tell him to go take that teddy bear out the back of that truck.
Oh my God. Yeah, it did look raggedy though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was all tore up.
Yeah, it was tore up. It was all black, and it was a white teddy bear too. So it was all black and
it was brown by the end of the day.
Yeah, raggedy looking. Yeah. So Chris, he was really mad.
But like I'm saying, the twin flame journey, it evolves.
Yeah.
And you get to understand how we're really all connected. Yeah. And it gives you a new compassion for the world, for yourself, for your fellow man, your fellow sister, your fellow human beings that are on this earth.
Yeah.
And
it really does. It gives you a new perspective. It gives you a new look, because when you have different dimensions as far as your perspective, your view changes. And if your view changes, that means that your world has literally changed. that means your consciousness has actually evolved. Because now instead of seeing two dimensions of an object, now you're seeing all the dimensions of the object. So now you
Yeah.
see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And therefore you will feel different about the picture because now you have more information. So now you have actually given yourself more options,
Yep.
more feelings, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you have to master self mastery,
Yeah.
so that you would not allow energy and emotions to control you. Emotions will no longer control you because now you have mastered yourself. For he who has mastered the mind, him and the mind will forever be friends. Okay, so if you haven't mastered the mind, you and the mind will forever be enemies because it will continuously control you.
Yep.
So you don't want to have the mind controlling you, because the mind is inside of you. It's a part of you. The mind
does
is not
speak.
you. Your mind cannot contain who you are. You contain the mind. So therefore you control the mind. Right?
Okay. So like I said, that was pretty much the point that I wanted to drive home when it comes to the false twins and
Yes,
all
guys.
that stuff. So I'm just scrolling through. Forgive me if the camera's
Shaking a little bit. I'm not even going to touch it because it's an Android. So I'm team iPhone.
Oh boy.
You know we're going to start that tonight.
Oh boy. You know, and y'all know what? I was so close to
Getting the iPhone.
but you know what Alicia said?
Yeah.
Just like, if you get an iPhone, what are we gonna argue about? Because we don't argue about anything else.
We don't got nothing to argue about. So I was like, nah, don't get it.
So I stuck with my Android just so we could have something to argue
Yeah,
about.
so now we keep that little fire going.
Oh boy.
A little rival.
I'm trying to see. Now, while I'm scrolling back through, if y'all have any questions, but I'm trying to go through and look at this and see if there's
See what
a
we missed.
question
Yeah.
that popped up. But I'm gonna.
You
get
guys
to
are
it.
amazing, man. I love our subscribers. You guys are so awesome. You guys are so smart and so beautiful. Your names are awesome. Marshawn, we haven't seen you in so long. We have new subscribers. I just want to take this time to welcome all of our new subscribers to our family.
Yes.
We are a very loving family here. We love everyone here. And everyone in the comments, they're beautiful too. They're always helping and answering questions. Like, we are a loving community.
Yes.
Very, very loving community. So you can come on our live at any time and you will feel loved.
Okay. Now for this one here, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Hopefully you're still here. I think that's Mashika 3. I know I'm getting the last name right.
Okay.
But one thing when it comes to if you're ever questioning whether or not someone's your twin, you really have to connect with yourself, because you have to think about it. If you don't know who your twin is, you have to keep in mind first that your twin is you.
Right, a reflection of yourself.
Yeah, and so if you are unsure of who your twin is, you have to ask yourself, do you really know who you are?
Right.
And not, that sounds bad.
It does sound bad. You gotta rephrase that, baby.
I'm sorry.
That's not what he means.
That's not what I mean. It means that there's some other work that has to be done, some more searching that has to be done within.
Right.
Because I mean, I went through it myself.
Me too.
You know, because man.
It's like a connection. Like you have to kind of get in tune with the essence, with you, right? Because we really think that the body, the avatar, whatever, this thing right here, we think that this is who we are. We've become so familiar with it. We've had it since we were a baby, so we think we resonate with this, right? But the essence of who we are, we can actually connect with that through meditation. Meditation is a beautiful thing, and we always, like in every single video, that's the one thing that we always advise everyone to do, is to meditate. Okay? Through meditation, you will connect with who you are. That's where all of your answers are. It's like meditation is like having a test and somebody giving you all the answers on a piece of paper. That's meditation. That's where you find all of the answers that you need. And the more you meditate, the more you will connect with yourself. Because meditate means to study, right? So when you meditate, you are studying yourself. You're studying who you are. That's pretty much what the word meditate means. Have you ever asked someone a question and they say, oh, let me meditate on that for a moment? They're studying it. So when you yourself meditate, you're studying you, and therefore you're connecting with your essence of who you are. And it's a little trick that you can notice with the twin flame too, if you're still a little, unsure. Your twin flame is really supposed to kind of mirror you. And if you're the divine feminine, or the divine masculine, awesome. if you're doing work, let's say you're doing a lot of work, you're doing a lot of clearing, you're doing a lot of cleansing, healing, and stuff like that, you will actually start noticing the divine masculine mirroring you. So you will start to, if that is your twin, this is another way to tell, you will actually start to see them evolving slowly. Because it won't be a point where you're evolving like so much and your twin is not.
Yes, my shine. Hit the like button, y'all.
So that's another way to tell. Okay, apart from doing your daily meditation, we had a session with this young lady, and we were just blown away by her because we thought we meditated a lot. She was meditating 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
Okay, on average. And some days she said she would meditate for 8 hours out of the day. She didn't eat nothing. And the homegirl was in tuned. Okay, she had all the radio stations going. Like her antennas was through the roof. She knew who her twin flame was. Like she knew, no one can even, it wasn't a question in her mind that was her twin flame, because she knew, because she was connected. Like she devoted her time in meditation. Like she had us beat.
Right.
And so, and the more you meditate, I promise you, the more you meditate, the more you're going to connect with yourself, and the less you're going to have to externalize like your power. When we say externalize your power, it's like it'll be a point where if you need an answer, you can literally go into meditation and you will find your answer right there.
Right.
I promise you.
Yeah. Yep. You can definitely do it. Because and that kind of ties into what I'm doing now, because I'm actually getting back into my graphic design mode.
Look at you.
And drawing and stuff like that.
He's
actually
good. He's real good.
Taking some classes in it. So y'all going to see this channel evolve because of it. But one of the challenges that I have as an artist is taking the image that I have in my mind and bringing it out to paper. And that's also like another form of really connecting with yourself, meditating with yourself, because in order to really connect and take that image that you have that's in your mind, that's in the astral realm, and then bring it into reality, that actually speeds up your whole process of manifesting. You know, so many people downplay doodling. Y'all need to doodle. Sit down and just draw some little cartoons, some little hearts, because what happens is that it opens up the other form of communication for you, which is through imagery. Because there are some things that words just can't explain, but you can draw it.
You could draw it, right? When you look at a picture, they have this saying, a picture tells 1,000 words. It's the reason why they say that. You can look at a picture and you can just see so many things taking place. Somebody could tell you a sentence, a paragraph, and you can get way more in that picture than in reading that paragraph or even that book sometimes.
Yeah, it keeps you present. Absolutely.
And that's a way to be in the present moment. And that is exactly what meditation does. It brings you into the present moment.
Yes. Yeah, and it unlocks a whole different, you know what? It really unlocks a whole nother part of your mind. Because let me tell you what happened, y'all. For the past and this has actually been for about a week now, since I really started getting back into drawing. Now when I dream, I really don't have regular dreams. They're not even dreams for real.
I wish there was.
Because what's happening now, when I'm going into my dreams, I'm visualizing myself going in and out of different dimensions, and I'm building stuff. Like I'm actually creating whole different worlds while I'm asleep. And it was funny because when I was going through to one dimension, it's like my guy was telling me, no, you can't go in there, you can't create. And And it was funny because when I woke up and I told Alicia about it, she was like, "Oh, you're going to somebody else's dream trying to build that stuff. Like you can't go and build somebody else's dream. You got to build your own."
That's illegal. They got laws in the astral realms too. You know, you just can't
Yeah.
go up there and do what you want to do.
No, no.
Nah, it's
Because
laws.
because once you start unlocking certain parts of you, now keep in mind that this is also a byproduct of me going through another major spiritual breakthrough that just threw me for a complete loop.
And I call it the cocoon phase. You have many cocoon phases in your spiritual awakening.
Yes.
And sometimes it will have you feeling really down, really depressed, deep rest, whatever. But being in that state, it's nothing wrong with being in that state. Just don't stay there.
Right.
Okay. But sometimes we need to rest. We need to connect with ourselves. We need to reflect and see where we went wrong, or if you want to call it wrong, or, pick from the mistakes, so that we can use those and grow. Use our mistakes as tools to grow. And you evolve and you get your new set of wings until when you're ready to go in another cocoon phase, you get more prettier wings and fly again. But don't be afraid of those times when stuff isn't going good, and because we experience it too. Like it's times when I just have to live in meditation. And it's okay because sometimes I even get like headaches. Chris and I, we get like these headaches.
Yeah, and writing is good too. And
Oh yes.
yeah, and I'm so glad, Miss Three, that I pronounced your name correctly the first time. I'm not gonna try it again because I'm a butcher. But yes, writing is also another way of expressing yourself and really helping to
Yes.
evolve. If y'all have seen some of the videos that we've done, it's little short videos of where Alicia does her poetry.
Oh yeah, I forget. I
And-
write poetry.
And I know she got some more poetry that we're gonna put
Oh,
out.
I got loads. Like
Yeah,
I got
so
a
we
whole
gon-
book. It's just that I haven't been able to actually bring it here for you guys. But I have an entire book in my head.
Yeah.
Poems galore. I mean, I just have to sit down and actually write it out.
Yeah.
But it's coming, and that is a beautiful form of meditation.
Yes. Yeah. So, so yeah. So with that being said, that's pretty much the video that we wanted to go into.
Good.
Oh yeah, it's definitely coming. But we wanted to bring to your awareness that it's not so much of these false twins and false prophets. It's just that there are people out there that's attacking enlightened people,
Yes.
trying to steer you off your path and just say, forget about evolving. I'm just gonna stick here in 3D.
Right.
So in the midst of doing that, you have to protect yourself, and you have to do things to help evolve.
Right.
Draw, doodle, write your poetry. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like Leonardo da Vinci. You just have to do it. Okay.
Just stay focused, guys.
Yeah.
That's it. Stay focused. Stay in your passion, right? Stay focused and stay in your passion. Your passion is an indication of what you're here to do, okay? It's directly linked to what you're here to do. Your
Yes.
passion, your talent, your gift, whatever you want to call it. Stay close to your gift. Okay, and that's gonna lead you to wherever you gotta be. If you gotta be with your twin flame, you gotta go on a mission, you gotta save the world, whatever you gotta do, it is linked directly to your gift, your talent, your passion, whatever
Yes.
that may be. Whether it's drawing, singing, I don't know. Everybody is different.
Right.
Whether it's talking to people, helping people, it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever your passion is, find a way to focus and stay in your passion.
Yes. Don't give up on it.
Don't give up on it. We not doing.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Cause
We don't give up.
Because just like our videos have helped so many other people, there's somebody else that's waiting on you to stand up
Exactly.
and say what you got to say, or create
Right.
what you have to create to help them get through their rough patch.
Right. So go
Okay.
do it, Nike,
Just do it.
and they're not paying us.
Nike need to pay us.
Do it, guys. Don't be afraid. Get rid of fear. That's another thing I want to tell everyone tonight. Get rid of fear. False evidence appearing real. The reason why I want everyone to get rid of fear, because fear is a very, very, very low vibration, and it's extremely hard to manifest when you're in the fear vibration. I'll give you a quick story before I go. There is this young man that I just met, He's young, what, 21 or whatever. He actually was in a car accident, and the car flipped over a few times. It landed in the ditch. Most people would think that maybe I'll die. Okay, this young man got up out of this car wreck and opened the door and was walking as usual. His neck was broken, by the way. And what was on his mind was, oh my God, I'm in trouble. I just wrecked my mom's car. Oh my God, I have all this homework to do. This could not have happened at the worst time. So he had no fear. Because when I asked him, I said, were you afraid of dying? He said, no, that was not even on my mind. My mom's car was wrecked and I had to do my homework. And he said he didn't feel any pain. And when they took him to the hospital, he said, sir, I'm not understanding how you did this because your neck is broken in 3 different places. And so he said, what are you talking about? My neck is fine. And they told him, no, sir, your neck is broken. They did the x-ray and they showed him. And they had to put one of those things on his head and put him in a straight thing. Like, he had to go through a lot of stuff. But he's okay now. Like, you can't even tell that he was in such a bad wreck. But the point is, I'm trying to make is that he did not have fear. He was not afraid of anything. No fear. And so because of the fact that he was not afraid, he didn't go into panic. Right? And when you have that fear going on the inside, it actually does something physical to your body.
Yes.
Adrenaline start pumping, heart starts racing. Like, a lot of physical implications happen to our body when we're in fear mode. And he was not in any fear mode. And he recovered very quickly. And today he said he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him except he got the little thing right here from where they had his head in that cast.
In the plates.
And in the plate. So get rid of fear.
Yeah.
Go out and do what you got to do. If you got to go make you a YouTube channel, go make your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If you got to go write you 16 books, go write you 16 books. If you could go to draw. Whatever you're here to do, tonight is the night for you to go and do it. Don't put it off anymore.
Let's see. I have a lot going on right now.
Need to be single? That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You know, sometimes you have to get lost in order to get found.
Yes.
And you know, it sounds crazy, but once you get alone by yourself, you're able to really get to know who you are. When you start saying no to invitations, you get to know who you are.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most beautiful things, because once you get to a point where you're comfortable with yourself and you're able to spend time alone by yourself and you don't need anybody else to be with you, that's when you are truly in love with yourself unconditionally.
And then you start vibrating that energy of love without being in a relationship.
Yep.
Right? Because you ever notice when you're with somebody, everybody trying to come at you?
Yep.
Like, where were you 5 months ago? Where were you 2 months ago? Now I'm with somebody, you trying to talk to me?
Yeah.
And it's because you're vibrating on that level. And so we always attract what we are.
Yep.
So when you start loving yourself, it's that same vibration that you're sending off. So you're just going to attract what you already are. And then you're loving yourself. So it's beautiful.
Right? Yeah. And like, what was that, Marshawn? Yeah, I didn't even have to look at the name. I know Marshawn already on deck. And just like Marshawn said, Miss Three, we are a huge community here.
Yes.
We do our best to protect our subscribers and everybody that's on the comment boards. Make sure nobody's coming and try to attack you.
Yes.
Things of that nature. And for those of you all who are not aware, we also do have a Facebook group that's called The Spiritual Awakening.
Yay.
We would definitely love to have y'all as a part of that group.
Yeah.
Now, just know there are 2 questions.
Just 2.
Just 2 questions that you have to ask in order to get into that group. If you don't answer it, we're not even looking at who it is. We delete them.
Decline. And it's such a simple question.
Yeah,
the only thing is,
simple.
are you going to respect everyone in the group? 3 letters in the alphabet. YES. Agree. That's it.
Yeah.
You might be surprised how many people don't even put 3 letters, and that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
If you can't put 3 letters on a paper, say yes, you agree to respect everyone, then maybe this ain't the group.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have that group for community that we put together to really help those who are
Yes.
on the spiritual path, and just like a baby, when people start out on the spiritual path, they're really in that infant form. They're
Right.
really vulnerable and fragile,
Right.
and that's another thing that people who are on the other side of the coin or the
They
dark side
know
of
and
the
they
coin,
prey on people.
right? They know that you're in a fragile state, and they can use that to their advantage to get you to do what they want you to do. But
Manipulate people.
on this side, I promise you, we got enough stuff to handle with. We ain't trying to
Yeah.
control nobody else.
We try to master ourselves.
But we have that group available, and for
Yeah.
those who are needing some more one-on-one type of assistance, we do offer counseling. Y'all
Right.
can email us at twinflameunite
At
at
Gmail.
gmail.com. Y'all can always email us, send us a question, or if
Yeah.
y'all want to book a session with us, we can go through and book that. The website's going through a little bit of revamping, so it's going to be
Yes.
down for a few days.
Changing it
So,
up a little bit.
so yeah, so when it's back up, y'all will know. So
If you need any crystals in the meantime, let me know.
yep, y'all can still email
Yeah.
us for the crystals.
But for right now, we doing some little change to the website.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we are here for y'all. We love y'all.
Love you guys.
And
Ronica said, "What kind of sessions?"
well, we do have some oracle card readings that Leisha does. She does an awesome job.
Oh, now he believed me.
on her.
Now he
I'm
vouching for it.
I'm telling y'all, she did a reading for me, y'all. I'm gonna post the pictures that I took of the cards that she read for me. And here's the thing, y'all. This is the part that got me, because like she shuffled the cards. I saw her shuffle the cards, and it was like 8 of them that popped out.
It flew out the deck.
Now, out of this deck, there's probably like 60, 70 cards.
70s.
Yeah, it's about 70 cards. There's only one soulmate card. And on the soulmate card, it mentioned that you have a twin flame.
Oh, Snooky.
At least you didn't know how to act.
Man, I couldn't even sit down. I could not sit down. But his reading was remarkable. Like, and you know what's funny? Everything that was in the reading, I told you.
Yeah.
It was just like a confirmation.
Big confirmation.
I've been telling you that for the whole week.
Yeah.
Everything that the card said, I've been saying for the whole week.
Yeah.
And he didn't believe me.
Yeah, it's the crystal oracle cards that she uses.
Yeah.
And Marshawn, I still have found out what Leisha can't do yet. So I mean,
y'all gonna leave me alone?
Because it was one time, like I just started doodling, and I was getting back into the flow of things, and my stuff was looking crappy. So she go over here and pick up a pencil and start doodling. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you're looking better than mine. But,
man, I've been trying some stuff.
Yeah, but the readings are 44, if my memory serves me right.
44.
We also do a session where we do a natal chart reading.
Yes.
We also do like
blockages. We have one removing childhood blockages.
Yeah, helping you to pick the patterns that are keeping you stuck.
Because that's what keeps you stuck is the patterns that we keep repeating over and over and over again, and we don't know where the pattern started and why.
Right.
Once you're able to figure out where it started and why, you can knock it out. That's it. Get rid of it and start afresh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So if you all want to get, while we're doing some changes on the website, if you want to get information about any type of sessions that we have, definitely email us at twinflameunite@gmail.com. That's twin flame, the singular twin flame.
They didn't have the flames, so we had to just do flame, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, definitely email us, and we gotta get out of here because we gotta get the kids ready for bed.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But definitely email us. After this video, I'll go ahead and put our email address in the link so you all can hit us up and we can get those sessions booked for you, get y'all that additional help that y'all need, and we'll go from there.
And we're here for you guys, and we love you, and we thank you so much for coming out so strong tonight. And we know we haven't been on for about a week, and again, we are so sorry about that.
Schedule's been crazy.
Schedule is crazy. Life is crazy. But I just want to say love, much, much love, and peace to everyone. You guys have a blessed week. What is today?
Today's Monday.
Today's Monday.
Yep.
Guys, we don't be so much in the matrix, so you got to excuse us.
Yeah.
But it is Monday, so you guys have a safe and productive week, and we're going to love you and leave you and let you know, go ahead and live in your passion, okay?
Yes.
Live in your passion. If you want to write that book, start your book tonight. If you want to sing, write you a song tonight. I wrote a song, too.
Told you, ain't nothing she can do. Nothing she can't do.
Listen, whatever it is that you want to do, go ahead and do it. You have the strength and the power within you to do whatever you want to do. Live in your passion. If you live in your passion, you will never have to work one day in your whole life.
Nope.
And we love you guys.
We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace out.